way out.
What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Shiya, and I'm back with another video.
No, it's your boy Ted, and I'm back with another.
I'm back with another video.
No, I'm back with another video.
We're back with another video. What's up, guys? So today
we're gonna be doing a mukbang.
We about to do
Chinese food.
Yeah, so we went to our local Chinese store. Well, not our local, but we went to the Chinese store and we about to do a mukbang, but it's also a Q&A because we got a few questions. I had posted up on Instagram to ask us a few questions, and you guys asked us. First question is, somebody said, what is your biggest pet peeve with Chad and vice versa? So,
didn't we just have this conversation though? I think, didn't we?
All right, you go first. What's your biggest pet peeve with me?
I'm trying to think. I don't think I got one.
No.
Really, nigga?
Say some biggest pet peeve and don't
No,
sit here and try to
I'm
be on
dead
some
serious
life.
though. Real right. I really don't, because we had this conversation before.
You don't have no biggest pet peeve, but every time we argue, there's always a list of shit that make you mad. Now, what's your biggest pet peeve?
With you?
Oh, with me, the list about to get long, right?
Yeah, hella long. My biggest, I think, was saying, I hate when Shawty say I'm stupid. She having to do that a whole lot. It sounds like you might do something, but she always say I'm too slow with doing something. Like, she's just, like, you could be warming something up in the microwave. Chad, you so slow. Like, what you mean? You putting something in the microwave, like, so which means the microwave is slow. You know what I'm saying? So,
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Oh, my biggest pet peeve with Chad is, all right, I got 3.
Jesus Christ.
Sometimes he's small-minded, and sometimes he acts slow, like he said. Like, my biggest pet peeve is people that, like, this is my husband-in-law, and I'm just gonna be honest with him. Sometimes, my biggest pet peeve is people that act slow. They have absolutely no brain problems, had no head trauma, nothing, and they just act like they don't have no common sense. He's smart with schoolwork, but sometimes he acts like he have no common sense, and it irritates me because I know how smart he is, and it makes me mad. And sometimes it just like causes arguments because I'm like, damn, do I gotta think about everything? Like, so he don't like when I call him stupid, and I don't like when he acts stupid. All right, I said my 3 now. Which you got 2 more. And sometimes he's a hypocrite because he can play with me and say certain things, right? Jokingly, and because y'all know I'm like a real goofy person, and I'm like I don't really have a filter. I'm like a bold person, so I don't really take things sensitive either. So when he say stuff to me, I brush it off. I don't like get mad or sensitive or nothing because that's my husband or whatever. But keep it a bean. Yeah, don't even, we gonna keep it a bean, all the way a beansky. So when I say the same thing he said to me, he would say something like, but you meant it. How the fuck you gonna tell me that I'm not playing, but you meant that? Get all sensitive and stuff. Get quiet. Don't talk for an hour. We could be driving quiet car. Like, yeah. He won't say nothing to me. And I won't realize what he mad about. Then I gotta, you've been acting weird ever since we had this conversation. But
I just be on my chills.
no, then you just be on your chills. Hold on. All right, go ahead. Tell you 2. This one is so good.
I'm gonna say I actually like it sometimes, but then it can be somewhat drawn. Like she said, she's a very bold person. If y'all know Shiya has no filter with nobody. He don't give a fuck if it's your grandmama, she's on dialysis.
Don't make me seem like that.
If your grandma acting crazy, she gonna air your grandmama fuck up. Ain't got no rap.
No.
It's good. Like, it outweighs the bad though. But sometimes, like, what she be saying, like, cause she definitely cut deep. Tell me how. If it's coming from me, you know, he could say some shit that make you want to cry at night like a little girl.
You really making me seem like a bad person.
Like, dang, she said that to me?
No.
Amen.
All right, what's your last one?
I got last one. I think that's my biggest.
All right, yo. So what Chad said about me being bold, I do admit I'll be going off on people, but I feel like opposites really attract and a lot bring us together because my husband, he really like a sweet person and he lets stuff go. And I be piping him up like, I be like, no, ain't nobody getting away with saying that to you. And I be like, well, did you say something back yet? And I'm like, so what you gonna do about it? I be like,
you like the devil on your shoulder,
like
go ahead, stay.
I be like, say it. And I be like,
like,
I'm like, they would say that to you, so why you not saying it to them? But no, sometimes I do like regret like saying certain things. Like sometimes I can just like be. I mean, I could just be mature and be like, I'm not gonna say nothing. But that's something I'm working on. Inshallah.
Oh, that's another thing.
I will get that under control. But I have a hard time with letting people take advantage of me or belittle me or try to make it seem like they just over top of me. Like, I don't know who the hell you're talking to, and that's just that. Like, I can argue with somebody. I can argue with you, and I don't even like argue. If I argue with you, I love you, because I'm usually like the person that throw a hit first. So if I argue with you, I love you, because I really want to fight you, but I love you, so I'm just going to argue with you.
All right, my last one, I just thought about it, right? She's very petty. Very. There you go. That's my biggest one, though, I think.
I know. I'm a bigger.
Not probably like the second biggest, though. Shiya is very a petty person. Like, she just be, I don't know. Like, if y'all know her, y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, she just.
I am very petty.
We can argue with. See, yo, this would make me mad with her, right? Because we'll argue about something, right? It's not like every time you argue with your significant other,
I know what he about to say.
He go to Instagram and it's just fit in the category that y'all was just arguing about, and then the girl be like, niggas ain't shit, they broke, whatever, like, niggas like got bad parenting skills or something like weird. Not saying I got bad parenting skills. It's just an example. Like, you know how like y'all arguing, then she just posts something up, and then it's just like, dang, like. Or she could post something like y'all have like a deep conversation, and she like, all right, Chad, like, I feel like you need to do this better or something like that. And then a couple weeks later, she posts something about something that y'all just talked about, but y'all just started arguing though. So it's just like, damn, like, was that a shot towards me, or was it just something?
I personally think he's too sensitive, but
yeah, maybe I am.
I think more the question.
Know, but, all right.
I'm taking questions off my Instagram. I couldn't find them though, because I picked this up a couple of weeks ago. All right. This question came from somebody. What have been your biggest obstacle to get over being married at a young age?
I would say maturity.
I agree. Me and Chad.
I think we grew up a whole lot. Like from high school, from now. Like from high school when we graduated. You know, being married, you just like, we use it as a word. So it's just like, yeah, we married, you know, like, yeah, this my husband and all that. Like, I mean, so now we didn't really know nothing about marriage back then. So when we start being with each other every day and start being around each other, we just like, oh, like, dang, this is real.
So as y'all know, we met each other when we was like 16, 17. So we've been together for a long time. Of course, we wasn't married yet. So we've been with each other since we was in 9th grade. And through them years, 9th to 10th grade, 9th to 12th grade, a lot of petty stuff. Like, we was really very, very childish. Like, we was petty. Like,
Yo, she used to be...
we was very childish and very petty. And now, I don't know if it was just us growing up or did Suhaila make us mature. Because I think our daughter played a huge part in it, because now we understand that, yeah, like Chad was saying, like, oh, we just, marriage was just a word to us, but now we value marriage, and we know that a marriage is meant to be for forever. So you got to get over the problems that you have with each other and be mature. Like, you really, I can, like Chad said, I'm really petty, so I can, like, even though I want to talk to Chad so bad, I can go weeks without talking to him. But same thing for him. He can do the same exact thing and be very petty. We can go weeks without talking to each other. But the only thing is we live in the same house. If we didn't live in the same house, I'm sure one of us would have gave in and like went to go speak. But the fact that we get to see each other every day, we can walk past each other and not talk to each other. But
it be kind of weird too.
It is weird.
When we do it. But like back then when we used to argue and not speak to each other, like we used to be in the shower, right? And it used to be like so weird because we used to be like, that's not the shower dumb small, so you know when somebody got get by you to run soft, it's just like you trying not to touch each other.
That's
like,
how petty we get.
Get away from me type jump.
We love each other so much. We don't want to be with each other.
When we argue now, our daughter sees it, like, and she like she had know if we not speaking, or she be like, Dad, come here. And like she had grabbed me.
Dad, stop being mean to mama.
And she like one day I think we was arguing about something, I don't know what it was, but she brought both of us together like and set us both down and like
Sue is really smart trying to make us kiss
together, and I'm like,
she's so smart.
Like, I don't want to kiss her, like, and she's like, Dad, stop, Dad.
I don't do that. I know that she looking so she tell me to kiss her dad, even though I'm not talking to him. I
think we did still kiss, but it was just like a.
Yeah,
like,
but
no, it was more so like still a petty situation. But I think it was cute at the same time though. That my daughter did do that though.
Me and Chad don't argue, right? We barely argue. So when we do,
it'd be over dumbest stuff.
It's always the dumbest thing that escalates. Like we don't argue, so I think that we don't know how to handle arguments or disagreements because we so like.
Listen, when we argue, I'll just be like, all right, Shiya, all right. Just let it go. Just let it go. She be more so. No, I'm not gonna let it go. Like no.
I think another thing you have to do is get comfortable with change. Like you can't be stuck in your own ways. When you married at a young age, you look at your friends and everything that's doing this, that, and the third, and you think So sometimes you be like, damn, I missed that life. But you just gotta. I think you just gotta stop. Don't be stuck in your ways and be open to new things. And this is the life you chose or whatever. So make that work. And also, when I say stuck in your ways, like when I say that I'm petty and I want things to go my way, it's like I can't be like, I still do it sometimes, but I can't just like have a full attitude or whatever. And I think Chad learned me and he mastered me to I don't know the word to use, but I think that he mastered this relationship so well that he's willing to take whatever don't make him happy to make us happy, like to make me happy.
So I know what to do and what not to do.
Yeah. So he know what irritates me. Yeah. And I think relationships always have to work like that. I'm not saying that Chad love me more or I love him less. There's always that one person that go a little go a little overboard than the other person to make sure that things are right. Because I feel like I would say it's Chad. Sometimes Chad is really petty.
Right.
But
and it's more so like recently she's been more
mature. Yeah, I have.
I got
don't know what's wrong with him.
I got a pride thing. It's just like something be in the back of my head like, all right, she can say she's sorry, but it's just like, no, like it's just something in the back of my head like, no.
But when he say he's sorry, he wants somebody to apologize him. I mean, forgive him in that second.
No, not really, because when I say, all right, I'm sorry, like, it means it won't happen again.
I'm hungry.
Stuff like that. But
we ain't saying no happen again, like cheating and none of that. We're not talking about that type of stuff.
We just saying, like, if we arguing about something.
Because they're going to be like, oh, they just had a situation. Like, we ain't talking about that cheating stuff.
So, like, if we arguing about something, and she be like, all right, dang. Like, sometimes they be like, Chad, like, Shiya you saying I be ignoring her. I be zoned out.
Yes,
sometimes.
you do.
So, they be like, all right, Shiya, like, I won't ignore you no more. Because sometimes I be driving and she be talking and I be zoned out. I don't know what the fuck I be thinking about. I just be zoned out. Thinking about other stuff going on in my life or something like that. So, you know.
When he ignored me, it irritated me so much. I had to find the rest of the questions. But the next question is, how do we manage to have all these different businesses with each other while being in a relationship? Basically, how do we mix business with pleasure? You can answer that.
I answered the first question there.
Just answer.
I guess it's still a sign of maturity, I guess. I could say.
You don't know what the hell to say. Answer the question and stop playing.
No, I'm being serious though.
Chad, how do we manage? I'll answer the question because you ain't gonna know.
That still sounding. You gotta mature. What are you talking about?
How do we? Okay, I guess you can say that, but just like it's like elaborate.
I was going to explain it.
Go ahead.
The reason why I say that because, man, you made me forget.
He ain't had no answer. The way the how we manage like all these different businesses while being in a relationship is, I think it's because
all right.
we I kind of like only trust Chad in the business sense, and I don't really want to get in business with nobody else. So I know in the back of my head that I gotta work with him,
Right.
and I think it's the best idea to work with my husband because we have the same common goal, we both working for something that we both want, and we just know that it have to be done. Of course, arguments and stuff happen, just like they would, but I'd rather argue like with him than a complete stranger or somebody else that's just working with me for the money. Because you have to love what you're doing. Things are tired or whatever, but you have to love what you're doing and love who you're working with. So it's not a big deal with us. If we argue, we still getting what we need to get done.
Another thing, when we do multiple things, it might just be, all right, I sell cars for the most part. But Shiya, I mean, she posts them, but we don't normally, when we selling cars, I be with her dad and her brother. So that's more so with us. Now, Shiya sell bags and stuff like that. So, of course, I'm going to post it up. We're all still together, so.
We never bump heads because we don't clash. Like, we stay in our own lane. I'm not telling him how to sell cars. I'm just helping where help is needed at. And the same thing for him. He's not telling me how to sell bags or who to sell to or how to make the prices and nothing like that. All right. Let me get my phone. How did you guys know that you was ready to get married? I'm just be honest. I don't know if I was ever really ready.
I don't think neither one of us was ready. I think it was more so you in high school, you all think like, all right, listen, this is my baby. I love her to death. Like, I want to marry her. But
I wanted to marry Chad because he wanted to marry me.
It was more so like just all talk for like. Don't get me wrong, we still love each other, but marriage is like taking it to a whole different. Another level, like so.
But how do we know that we was ready? We don't know. We don't even know if we was ready. We learned that throughout the marriage. Cause we don't know. We got married really young, 18.
Yeah, the day at the prom, right? Yeah, when prom king and queen, then got married. Then I think that's what it was though, cause at the prom we got into like a little argument, and then it's like, oh snap, we get married tomorrow. So it's like, oh snap. Like, so when we did get married, it was a happy moment. Then, as the years went on, we felt like, dang, like, this is really real. So.
Next question is, if we was to get YouTube famous, what are our plans?
Our plan, even if we don't get YouTube famous, inshallah,
No, that's not the ask. What are our plans if we do get YouTube famous?
Right.
If we become successful on
our
YouTube?
plan, regardless, is to move out of Philly. That was the goal. But with the money, of course, we're going to invest in all different types of things, like, real estate, different types of businesses. So, just in case if YouTube was to die today, tomorrow, our money would be somewhere else.
So I don't want to tell y'all exactly what our plans is if we get YouTube famous, because I don't want none of y'all to be praying on our downfall. So I don't want to put that in the atmosphere exactly what we plan on doing. Chad gave y'all a little background on it, but we have a lot of plans and a lot of things is well thought out what's going to happen next or whatever. A lot of things take money, so some things hold us back right now because of financials, like the big things that we want to do. So if we was to get successful on YouTube, yeah, of course we want to move out of Philly. But whether or not, if we don't move, I mean, if we don't get successful on YouTube, it's still leaving like Philly.
That's what I was
So
saying. You talking about, no, that's not what they asked. I said that's still
yeah, but it's still and the biggest plan is just investing. Like a lot of people, what they do is they get famous and rich or whatever, and they end up. I mean, actually, they don't be ended up.
On one thing.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna say they end up big poor or nothing, because no, people are still rich. They can be way richer. There's so many people that can be way richer and don't take the necessary steps. There's so much money out here.
Just think that one thing just bringing in a lot of income, so they just.
I want to try
one thing.
peach and black cherry together. Don't try to copy off me either. So next question. What am I saying? All right, y'all. There's just so much going on. All right, this is the next question.
So the last question is, when do we plan on having another baby?